I'm Dr. Biaggi, and this is your Musicology Smackdown. I'm not sure what frightens me more, singer Jewel's voice or her massive king snake-like incisors. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's her voice. To my mind, a disjointed sonic shit show of valley girl chirping and a trucker honking before steamrolling into a moose. Jewel is from Utah, the state that brought you teetotaling, blonde people that all look the same, and abstinence. And when you hear that voice, you know why people out there were frightened of producing offspring. In fact, the moment I heard a young Jewel sing was the day I started birth control. That was around 1995, with the album Pieces of You, which became one of the best-selling debut albums of all time, going platinum an insidious 12 times. Singles like Who Will Save Your Soul, You Were Meant for Me, and Foolish Games were among the reasons for the album's popularity. The others include the collective removal of the brain stems of 80% of the people living in the Western Hemisphere. Jewel's latest album, Sweet and Wild, is being released this week. The album single, Stay Here Forever, is already out, having appeared on the soundtrack to the 10 Thumbs Down film, Valentine's Day. Growing up poor and talentless in Utah, Jewel and her father sometimes earned a living by singing in bars, where she learned to yodel. For a time after that, she was broke and living out of her car. I'm sorry, does no one else spot that connection? You decide to yodel to support yourself, and you wonder why you're eating cat food to survive. Jewel was discovered by Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist Flea, who saw her perform in a cafe. Most likely, he just wanted a cut of that cat food. He described her voice as being beautiful and breathtaking, obviously having just suffered an aneurysm. As her popularity grew, Jewel was chosen to sing the national anthem at the 1998 Super Bowl. She was, however, criticized for lip-syncing, which I, for one, find completely appalling, mostly because she chose to lip-sync to her own voice instead of someone else's. Later that same year, she released an album called Spirit, which many said alienated her core fan base, the deaf. Lately, Jewel's music has swung more towards country, unsurprising in light of her recent marriage to rodeo cowboy Ty Murray. Ty, honey, do us a favor. Knock her up and keep her home. Otherwise, she's going to continue to churn out country-fried crap like 2008's Perfectly Clear. Perfectly Clear was released in Australia in late May 2009. It was an apparent success, if for no other reason than in Australia, things sound upside down. On her latest album, Sweet and Wild, Jewel keeps up with the country bullshit and sings about love and happiness in her life. The lead single, Stay Here Forever, is country insofar as it features someone a-pickin' on a guitar, and insofar as listening to it encouraged me to move my bowels. What's more country than a trailer trash-worthy bout of uncontrollable shits? Well, I guess you can't polish a turd, even when that turd is a jewel. So this is Dr. Biaggi telling you to turn it down.